Los Compas Lounge, more than a podcast, a PSA for brown men. Three regular compas just like you, talking about issues that matter to you. A space to learn, a space to laugh, a space for you. Join us Wednesdays on Apple Podcasts.
I actually really liked school because I was learning, and it wasn't until I moved to East LA and then I saw the very stark differences between the schools in the West Side and the schools in the East Side.
Mm-hmm.
In the West Side, it was predominantly middle class, upper middle class. In the East Side, it was predominantly, lower working class folk. And the educational system was inferior, in my eyes. I mean, in my one year of high school in West LA and in my junior high, because back then they still call it junior high.
Yeah.
I learned more in junior high and my 1 year in high school than I did in the 3 years that I was at Garfield.
Wow.
And that's what pissed me off. Not hated, but it pissed me off. So so that's and Javi can attest to this. I mean, I said after the first year, I said, what the hell, man? I mean, I'm not learning anything here. It's boring, and why be in school? And it wasn't because I hated school. It's like I loved learning so much that even as a teenager...
You were disappointed.
Well, as a teenager, I realized that, dude, if I keep on going to school, my education is going to go downhill. I'm going to learn to hate school, literally hate education. I don't want that.
The tracking part of it really never set in while I was in high school. It was only years later when I became a little bit more social politically conscious that I thought about, shit, that's true. It sucks. You don't have the resources. You're not gonna get the academic preparation, or you're gonna have very limited options. And that stuff is real, and it continues to this day. In South LA or just on the east side or the other side of the tracks, wherever major city you're in. Unfortunately, there's still some of that happening. So a lot of us brown men or brown kids back then, right? As we're kids, we're growing up and we're being tracked, and sometimes we don't even know we're being tracked. I always felt like I wasn't getting tracked academically. I wasn't getting tracked through the trades. I was just kind of floating around and disconnected in high school. So because I felt there was that weird void, I created my own social void. And I thrived in that void because I loved it. And to this day, I look back, it's like nostalgia. It's like, damn, I loved the social interactions and opportunities of friendships and the parties and, all of that stuff. I used to party Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday barbecues. You guys remember the Sunday barbecues?
Yeah. Las tardeadas.
All that stuff,
like
and you're a little young vato, coming up, a little young dude. And it feels good, because you have a lot of like-minded friends we're all thinking we're growing up and we're drinking beer and
then your body is so young that it recovers by Monday. By Monday, you're like fresh.
Exactly. We didn't understand, cruda and all that stuff. And you're, and again, mind you, you're 16, 17, 18 years old.
Getting
pedo every single day, almost every single day, but at least living it up and not worrying about school.